Hi, I'm Brandon Lewis here of Embedded Computing Design, and we're continuing our Trends in Embedded and Industrial IoT series. I'm here at the Advantech IoT Co-Creation Summit in Suzhou, China, and with me is Linda Tsai, who is the president of the Industrial IoT Business Unit at Advantech. How are you?
Good, good. Thank you, Brandon.
Very good. So a lot of interesting developments here at the show, but also macro trends going on in the industry. And IoT and industrial IoT are really big markets. Everybody wants to capitalize if they can. But there are also a lot of trends that are presenting challenges. One of them is a shortage of electronics engineers as we traditionally know them. The other is Moore's Law is slowing or seems to be coming to an end. So for companies that are looking to invest and also take advantage of the opportunity that is IoT, what's your perspective on how they can do that?
We also notice in the recent year because the birth rate of the global is getting less and less. Most of the young people, they prefer to go to what we call the really trendy IT company instead of automation and factory. So that means that less people go to OT. And there will be the generation gap of the current OT young generation and probably the age of the 40 to 50. And same thing happened to the Advantech. Like we have R&D, we have product manager. It's easy to recruit that a lot of people know Microsoft, Intel, PC base, and less people know process control, data acquisition, and doing the drivers, right? As we see, the trend is that for manufacturing, traditional PLC is still a very big market.
Right.
It's still a big market that is hard to replace, but slowly, small portion will move to PC base. That where could maybe it's impact from the generation, as you said, that there will be less people, less engineer want to do their training OT. So I think moving to PC base, no matter soft hardware, is easier like for us to find engineer and the talent to keep continuing for the smart manufacturing. And regarding Moore's Law, we haven't seen that big impact on our business yet. Even though we say Moore's Law, but if you see the semiconductor industry, they are still moving very fast.
Correct.
Very heavy capital investment, not just for the foundry, for Samsung, TSMC, Intel, even for the semiconductor equipment vendor, SML, right? Everyone is a heavy investor. So indeed, it might slow down, but technology goes. So I think the demand is still there, and demand is still coming from where the market is. Still a lot of the, not the latest, we call the manufacturing process. It's still the IoT. They just need a traditional, maybe like 18 micron, right? So I think the demand is still there, yeah.
Well, it's interesting that because you're the head of the Industrial IoT Business Unit, in industrial sectors, Moore's Law isn't as impactful because those type of organizations want reliability. They want the certainty of a product that has been out there, is tested, trusted, and also is going to be able to last them 5, 7, 10, 15, maybe even 20 years. That being said, though, I know Advantech has different business units focused on the Internet of Things. Can you explain what the Industrial IoT Business Unit is and what you address?
Okay. For Industrial IoT, our team focus on, I would say, infrastructure.
Okay.
Infrastructure of factory, machine, power energy, environment, and transportation. So those infrastructure, if you look at that, maybe 50 of them are from the government investment for transportation, power energy, or from big enterprise. So we focus on infrastructure. Other business group in Advantech, they focus on different market or general embedded. Could be retail, gaming, hospital, logistic. So even Advantech is a big family. Within our team, we organize in 3 business groups, so we focus on infrastructure. And definitely for infrastructure, no matter which business, which application, it's mission critical. We are not afford to lie down or anything, just stop for 1 second, even microsecond. We have been here for 35 years. Advantech has been here for 35 years. Where Advantech start from? We start from an automation company.
Correct.
We start from automation company, start from data acquisition, from the very basic data acquisition to get the data from the sensor. And right now, of course, IoT gateway, you do analytics, you go to the cloud. So reliable, like 5, 10 years, definitely minimum requirement for our customer. So this must be start from the design. All the reliability stuff from the design, how we design, what are the components we choose. So most of the design component we choose is that with our trusted, again, our partner of the component vendor. Yeah. So that's how we provide our service to be the reliable services and to long-term supply to a customer for industrial application. Yeah.
That's excellent. So there's also, in the industrial space, of course, desire to move into Industry 4.0, Industrial IoT. But there are a lot of new components required. You need to be able to connect systems that were previously not connected. You need to be able to talk a lot of different protocols to the OT environment. You need to be able to get that up into a cloud and then analyze it, do something with that. I know that Advantech has been working on a co-creation strategy. It's a few steps, and you're starting off by offering something called solution-ready platforms. Can you explain how solution-ready platforms would apply in, say, an industrial automation environment?
Right. I think Industry 4.0 or China 2025 manufacturing, right, is a big trend. A lot of customers say that I want to be a smart manufacturing, but it's not just saying. There are too many things need to be done. And also in the keynote we have yesterday, shared with our partner from Mitsubishi, you have to set the goal first to what you want to be smart manufacturing.
Correct.
Maybe just a small part. So to facilitate all the migration to smart manufacturing, different manufacturer or machine builder, they have different perspective because they need to resolve their pain point first.
Correct.
They are not just doing it because they just do it, right? Providing SRP is the way to facilitate our customer system integrator, our customer system integrator, to facilitate them. In the past, if they want to do smart manufacturing, involve IoT technology, maybe take them like 1 year to do a project because they need everything from the scratch. We provide the platform, data acquisition, and they do all the software and get it there, right? Take a long time. By doing SRP, Advantech will finish maybe 70% of the job, of the work for software, which means middleware or the API, and to get the data over there. So our system integrator, they need to just do the data analytic to be visualized dashboard to what they want. In that way, take example, in the past, maybe they do one project for one manufacturing, take 1 year to finish all the project. With using our SRP to get the hardware and software bundling, it's maybe taking 6 months to finish the project. That means that our customer, system integrator, they can take more project, make more profit. So that's our SRP for. We do part of the system integrator work so that they don't need to do everything from the scratch. And because we are the manufacturer of the hardware for data acquisition, iSensing, communication, and IoT gateway. So we have all the design. And we invest a lot of software engineer in the past 3 years. So we made this all the way open to our system integrator.
That's excellent. Well, anything else that we should look at, people should know about from the show, from the IoT Co-Creation Summit? Any mega trends or anything that you've seen that's been interesting?
It's very interesting that this is the first time Advantech have this kind of event. In the past, it's more event like partner conference with our existing customer. And this is the event that we invite a lot of eco-partner. I don't have an exact figure, but I think more than 40%, 50% of the audience are not our customer. They are partners. Why? Because IoT world, you cannot really succeed by yourself alone. I think everyone sees the same thing, not just Advantech. Everyone is working like eco-partnership all together. So one question I wanted to ask Brendan is that, so I'm sure that you also interview other automation vendor. So how do you see the strategy from other vendor, especially in USA?
I think that currently everybody is still sort of in this ecosystem building phase. The way that those ecosystems are built are, they vary. Some of them are driven by chipset vendors, some of them are driven by the automation companies themselves. So there's nothing homogenous, but I wouldn't expect there to be in an industry that is so segregated and diverse as industry. So it's interesting. I think that rightfully it's a little bit behind some of the other markets. It's a lot. There's a lot less at stake when you're creating an ecosystem around consumer technologies versus when you're creating an ecosystem around mission critical and safety critical systems and also obviously high value systems. So everybody's working on it in one way or another, but it's going to be interesting to see how it shakes out. And also with technologies like WisePass in the middle, I think that something that Casey Liu said yesterday at the keynote, having that not be a profit center is going to be really key. So giving people access to middleware that's going to be able to help them get connected and then get to the point where the data that they're able to pull off of their devices can be used in a way that is actionable, adds value, and allows them to really differentiate themselves at that level. That's going to be really key. So I'm excited to see how that development unfolds.
We're also looking forward to see how that would in the future. Yes.
Very good.
Okay.
Well, thank you very much, Linda.
Thank you.
It's Brandon Lewis. I'm Brandon Lewis of Embedded Computing Design, continuing our trends in embedded and industrial IoT. This is Linda Tsai, the president of Industrial IoT at Advantech, and thank you for watching.